first time viewer, all glory be to God. I know y'all probably can't see me because of the light, but how about that? I got to do the onion powder, garlic powder, some pepper. I got a little bit of grease going and some salmon, a little paprika. Gonna go right up in this grease. So, the reason why I titled this live is you want all of this for some mac and cheese. Is because really kids don't care what you cook them. They can have some beanies and weenies. Water is splashing back on me. They could be eating some beanies and weenies. But as long as you're there mentally and emotionally, they don't care. They be happy just to be in your presence. But a lot of times we be caught up. A lot of times we get caught up. I'm gonna make them like some little fish nuggets. Some salmon. And I don't want it coated too tough with some Louisiana fish fry. I already put a little salt off in my water. It's boiling. Put a little salt in my water and it's boiling. But yeah, these kids, they can be having some beanies and weenies, some breakfast for dinner. They can be having anything. But as long as we be there for them mentally and emotionally, that's what all that matters. And the Lord said, come to him. All you do is heavy-hearted and you didn't work yourself. And that's how big. This is salmon. My grease. I turned it down because it's been on for a minute, but still got a little sizzle to it. Some salmon nuggets. She done already ate. Some little takeout. Oh, I ain't with it. I want some home cooked food. But when we start to show up mentally and emotionally, we gotta let go of the control and give it to God. And I don't have too much grease in there because it's salmon. Got some corn, and I'm making some mac and cheese. Them noodles look about done. But yeah, we got to kind of set the mood and kind of check ourselves. I know I had to check myself this morning, because I started getting heavy minded, just, wanting stuff to go away and not wanting to be a burden on people. And it's taking time, the Lord is taking his time with me. And so, amongst some stuff too that, I'm having to teach her, because a lot of times we feel like I don't want to put too much on her. On my baby, she's only 8, about to be 9. I don't want to put too much on her, but she's very smart, and so she understands. So we should be able to talk to our kids and let them know how we feel, and then ask them how they feel, so we can create a safe space, and they don't have to feel like they got to go to another kid or another adult, but we have to be in that space for that to happen, to allow that to happen. And I kind of got on to her. I'm like, well, you want this, you want that, you asking me for my money, you barely took out the trash, you know what I'm saying? I kind of went in on her. Mama's trying to do the best that I can, by myself and things like that. And I'm not trying to put that burden on her, because she's a child, and I had her, and she's a blessing. So but I'm getting into the you have to do your chores, and I'll give you extra if you do your chores without me having to ask you to do your chores, and things like that. And then so after that, I can tell her feelings was kind of hurt. And so I said our prayers before she went to school, because I don't want, you don't want them to start them off with a bad day at school or whatever and whatnot. You had a bad day? Yeah. You did? Yeah. What happened? First you had to practice what? Oh, the kids was acting up. They act like they don't know how to walk in the hallway? Yeah. Oh, okay. But you know how to walk in the hallway, huh? Yeah. Okay, good. But yeah, so before we left the house, I'm like, let me pray with her, ask the Lord to cover us as we come and as we go, and be our peace and our joy, right? And then once she got in the car, from me getting picked up from work, and she was in the car, I apologized to her for hurting her feelings. But that just let me, know that we gotta really give stuff to the Lord. We can't be out here just, stuff does get hard, especially when you're a single parent, but it puts you in another perspective, because a lot of times we be like our parents, they either did this or they didn't do that and stuff like that, and so we kind of put the blame on them, but they be doing the best that they can, right? They be doing the best that they can with what they got. I never really was in a place where outside of the enemy, imposing on other people that was around me. Um, and trying to get me. He tries to get you while you're young, and any, like I said, any door, any foot loophole he can do, he's gonna get in there and he gonna do what he can with it. But outside of that, my mom, I never seen her on drugs and or alcohol or men in and out of the house, and she always kept a job and she always did what she had to do. And and now that I'm grown and a single parent, yes, I want to stop the generational cycle. But the thing is we not wrestling with flesh and blood. We wrestling with principalities. We wrestling with that enemy that's trying to get us to perpetuate cycles, but really to get us to perpetuate sin. um we have to try the spirit by the spirit, right? We have to continue to stay in our word, like I keep saying. And once things start going to get good, we all about God and worship and praise and things like that when stuff is bad. But then once stuff get good and he done came through for you and healed you and gave you the house or the car or whatever like that, we go to feeling ourselves, and then we don't need them. Then we don't need them again. But a lot of times the Lord be trying to get us to understand that I'm your source. Like we just read in what's the name last night. He said, I'm your shield and I'm your great reward in Genesis. And so I'm about to let this get a little bit more hot. And so and then I'm gonna do this mac and cheese. Let me test my little noodle out. See how tender it is. I like these shells. Little shells. So we got to learn from our mistakes, and that way we can get to another level. Because he's the end all be all. He's the great reward. A little bit more tender. I need a little bit more tender. Good though. I see I ain't got that much grease up in my fish. I know I might have been turned a good thing bad, but homegirl, she on too much like it skillet grilled, or I ain't put it in the oven. I need to put it in the oven once before on the grill. And it don't take too much for salmon to cook. But it is fish, so I want to make sure. Yeah, we good. You're good. I'm good. We're good. Get on up in there. But yeah, and you might not have the point I'm trying to make is you might not have much. You may not have much. You may not have too many people that's around you that's trying to do good things. Or, oh, I'm sorry, baby, I forgot. I'm sorry. You might not have too many people that's around you that's trying to make sure that you staying on a straight narrow path. It's like they're pushing you into something that you're trying to come out of. Or you may be feeling like, why me? It's a struggle for me all the time. And I feel like sometimes the Lord will keep us at a point to where he doesn't excel us to save our lives, because he knows if we get that thing, it's going to destroy us. Right? The enemy, the devil, he took Jesus up to the high places, and like he was really crazy. But he took Jesus up to the high places, like, I'll give you all of these kingdoms and stuff like that. And testing them with pride, and like, if you know the angels will come and protect you, and so that way your heel won't touch a stone. kill yourself and you won't die, because you God, you Jesus, you the Messiah. And then you hungry. Turn this some more pride and some more um to me that was a thirsting after the flesh, right? He had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and so the enemy knew that that's something that he would have yearned for. And it's the same thing as if we're lacking. We living out paycheck to paycheck, and it's just one thing after another. And here come the devil, like, here, you hungry. Here go these trinkets, here go this silver, here go this gold, here go this particular job. Sometimes everything is not a blessing, right? um and the Lord be just trying to save us, because he knows if we get that thing, it's going to destroy us. We'll leave him behind and not look towards him to be our source, to be our everything. And so with that being said, it's okay to not be in the Joneses way. It's okay to not be in Jones's way. Be in your own lane, and let the Lord work out your purpose in your life in your own lane, and enjoy it, and have that peace. That way we can break those generational cycles. No, I'm not in the mansion. I got curtains on. I got sheets. Been getting a little bit of paychecks. I need to give me some curtains, but curtains is kind of high. I got rent and still, and I got phone bills and stuff like that, to be in my own space and in my own area and have a peace of mind. And I prayed for that, and God gave it to me. So why not um praise him and worship him, and give him my time, and read my Bible and praying, and enjoying my peace. I'm not I'm not having to argue with nobody. I'm not having to I know how to lock my door. I know how to not answer my phone, because ain't you're not about to take my peace. I'm not coveting nobody. I don't have to keep up with nobody. I'm good. I'm really good, right? I'm not in no mansion. No, I'm not even in no house. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a car and all of this stuff, but I'm good. And then I'm probably, some people would probably look at me and be like, "Oh, dang, I wish I had that, or I wish I had that, and I wish I had that." No, be glad for where you are, because the Lord is taking you somewhere on your journey. The Lord got you on your journey to get you where he needs you to be, because it's somebody that can use your testimony. It's somebody that um is looking for your story, or they can take your story and be like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. We all have purpose, y'all. We all have purpose. God just wasn't doing stuff willy-nilly. He didn't just put the moon and the sun off in the sky just willy-nilly. He said one is for the day and one is for the night. If we didn't have the moon, we wouldn't be able to see nothing at nighttime. It'd be just outer darkness. And I really don't think that we want to know what it's like to have that outer darkness. That's the reason why he talks about the light and the darkness so much. I really don't think we want to see that darkness. I really don't. Because he already said we're not dealing with flesh and blood, but spirits and principalities, against rulers of what? The darkness. So be grateful for where you are. Make sure that you giving your children a safe space. You be that generational curse breaker. Make sure you're giving your children a safe space to dwell in, and be at comfort, and be able to come talk to you. And we gotta watch what they watch, watch what they hearing. I know we get tired, we want some adult time and stuff like that, but All the devil needs is a crack. He don't sleep. He stays prowling around. I usually keep a little bit of water at the bottom. Just a little bit. And it'll boil down. I do have a strainer. Okay, I wanted to taste this. Ain't no flavor. But it's good salmon. Ooh, that's some good salmon. But ain't no flavor. I seasoned my what's the name? And y'all see me season the meat. Lord have mercy. Unless I'm just didn't got accustomed to too much salt. That Land O'Lakes. Not no margarine. We do butter. And it's a lot of butter about to go off in these noodles. A lot of butter. A lot of butter. And I got some milk. I think we done. You're done. I think that's too much butter. I think it might be a tad bit much butter. Thing of milk. Just a little bit. Splash. I know what? This all the cheese I'm gonna use. This all the cheese I'm gonna let the meat marinate. I know, but see what time it is? It's 7:30. I need to go to bed. Get somewhere and lay down. I get off at 4:30. Then went to the stove. Got to the house. Did a little treadmill. Just now cooking at 7 o'clock. And I should have did it last night. I know what you're saying. I should have did it last night. Let it marinate overnight. I didn't do it. I took it out of the freezer. And put it in the refrigerator. Yeah, that's a little bit too much butter. I think I'm gonna swap these out. So I'm not trying to reach around and wrench it off. Work on this mac and cheese. You gotta make sure you pay attention to that mac and cheese. And I don't know why I put all of my fixings up. Baby girl come talking about she lactose intolerant. So she don't like cheese, but eat pizza. This is what I'm seasoning my mac and cheese with. A little bit of garlic powder. Just a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of onion powder. A little bit of pepper. A bit of pepper. The little girl likes pepper. Some paprika for color. A little bit of taste. I think paprika got a flavor to it. But this is the only cheese I use. All this about to go up in there. That Mexican. And it's 4 cheese. Shredded Monterey Jack, cheddar, asadero, quesadilla. That's all the cheese you need. smelling the corn. Corn! The cheese then melted. I mean, the butter then melted. Let somebody borrow a pot, a smaller pot. Now, I ain't got my pot back yet. If you're watching this, I need my pot back, okay? Thank you. I think I put a little bit too much milk in there too. Yum, yum. I got a little bit more cheese and I'm gonna put some more up in there. Put a little bit more seasoning up in there. I'm gonna turn it down. If y'all can smell this cheese, baby, baby. Baby, baby. I had to turn it down so it won't burn. Churn, baby, churn. Churn, baby, churn. I got a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Who wanna come wash my dishes? I can't stand dishes. I couldn't stand it when I was little. Okay. I think that's enough cheese. All right. I think that comb is done too. How much of my time that I done gave y'all? 28 minutes. Look at me. A little bit more pepper. A little bit more paprika. I think I'm gonna do a little salt. We're gonna turn you all the way down. You know, cheese is a little salty. Why? Oh, because that thing's still on, y'all. Lord have mercy. Yes, I'm glad you remembered. How about you get you something to put on there? No. Oh, okay. I'm about to get off anyway. But yeah, y'all create a space for your children to feel loved and at peace, not at war. You at war, they at war. The devil at war with you. We all got the same enemy. We all got the same enemy. It's the devil. He wants our souls. But God loves us. But I'm pretty much done, baby. Okay, bye. See you later, bye. And continue to pray for me. I'll continue to pray for y'all. This is what we got. Our little salmon nuggets. Mac and cheese. I know you're supposed to have like a green or something. And some corn. And a peace of mind. And the love for the Lord. A great love for the Lord. A great respect, a great fear. Because he done brought me a mighty long way. And I'm glad he didn't have mercy on me and had his grace on me. Because y'all, if y'all knew the things that I had been around. Should have been and lost my mind, lost my life. I know plenty of people that's then gave up. So enjoy your peace. If it's quiet and if ain't nobody hitting you up and it seem like everybody can turn their back on you, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Okay. But that's it. That's all. I love you guys. Continue to pray for me. I'll continue to pray for y'all. And I'll see y'all in another video or another live. See you later. Bye.